What is up, my dudes? Welcome back to Storytime with your favorite Reddit fairy. My name is Lorna, and today we're getting into the 20th episode of r/Choosing Beggars. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and let's get right into it. Free computer, not good enough. Posted by user candle_86. So 2 years ago now, I suppose this story happened, and I thought I'd share it. I don't like shaming people, but I've thought about it and I'm just going to do it. So my wife was browsing Facebook and came across a post from a young woman who had taken in her siblings after her mom died in a car accident. The kids lost all of their stuff as the daughter couldn't afford to pay movers to move all of their stuff down from the state to the town I live in, where she's going to college. She puts a post out asking for any assistance. She needs clothes, food, a computer for the kids to do schoolwork on, etc. I go, cool, I can handle the computer. I've got a shed filled with computers and computer parts. I collect them like someone might collect coins. I contact her and tell her I can set up a desktop for the kids if she has the room for it, and I will even set up some games as the kids are all between 8 and 15. I figured I'm sure some play video games. So again, this is 2017. The machine I put together is thus: Core i5 2500K, Z77 motherboard, GTX 660 Ti, 8GB of RAM, 256GB SSD, 1TB HDD, Windows 10 Home, 22-inch 1050p monitor, mouse, keyboard, and speakers. She comes over to collect the computer. It's set up in my computer room so I can install anything else she might need or show her how it works. She asks how old it is, and I tell her the parts are about 5 to 6 years old, but it's a solid computer and can still handle everything she asked for and play some games. She then complains that she needs something new for them and notices my gaming tower with its RGB lights and says she needs that one. It's nicer, and her poor siblings lost everything. The least I could do is give them a nice computer instead of my old trash. I try to explain that this is by far nicer than other offers. The other two were older. One was a Dell Core 2 Duo, and the other an old compact laptop with a Turion 64. And tried to explain that this is a very nice computer for them, but that no, I won't give them my gaming tower. She stormed off without taking it, saying she'd rather not disappoint them with garbage, but she'd be sure to tell them me and my wife are liars and never wanted to help them. She tried shaming me and my wife in Facebook group she asked for help in, and she was promptly removed. I guess sometimes you just can't help someone out. Oh, holy shit, my dude. The second that she said it was garbage, I would have been just like, there's the door. I mean, I've got computers here that are not even as good as that, so I'm sorry, that woman is an idiot. It's nice that she's trying to help out her family and everything, but wow. Just wow. Free trip to Cali during Christmas not good enough? Posted by user Dionysus CDR. I found this sub 2 days ago and got hooked. I ran into so many people like this and the responses are priceless. Finally, there is a place to vent about choosing beggars. Several years ago during the holidays, my family was discussing where we would all meet to celebrate. Somewhere in Maine, Massachusetts, California, Florida, and Texas. Most could afford travel. However, 2 couldn't because of having 3 kids each. Amongst those who could travel, we all decided to go to Cali because that sister had never hosted Christmas and her kids were still infants. In this time, I just got back from a deployment to Iraq and saved up quite a bit of capital. I missed my whole family, and the thought of excluding someone because she couldn't afford it, and no one else could help, felt too selfish, greedy, or uncaring. The choosing beggar's sister was certainly rubbing in how much family means to her, and how everyone should travel to her. Sob, sob. She just wanted the whole family together. Everyone was upset we couldn't go, thinking I was going to solve the whole argument. I offered to fly her entire family to Cali for free. I'd like to say, going with the typical choosing beggar fashion, that she refused to travel unless it was first class. But it turns out she didn't really care. She just wanted everyone to travel to her because she didn't want to travel herself. $2,000, and a week later, all she talked about was how difficult the whole thing was for her and how everyone still should have traveled to her. No gratitude, no thanking me, and I didn't even ask her to pay me back. Wow. Wow. Okay, so I really hope that Dionysus CDR has learned their lesson and will stop trying to help that person. That's fucked. Like, how can that person expect you to pay for something like that and then not even be grateful for it? Like, I mean, if she has kids, sure, be it uncle or cousin or whatever to them, but yeah, she's cut off. That's how I would see it. You cut off, my sister. The Best Buy Story Lady, posted by user Igoresh. Not sure if this should be in Choosing Beggars or what exactly to classify it as. Close as I can figure, some customers are quite rude. Originally written down in 2014. I've been telling this story for quite some time now, and I figured it was time to commit it to some permanent form. Setting. I was doing tech support for a company that had wired and Wi-Fi connections at over 1,000 locations all across the US. These connections were at hotels, airports, fast food places, and even one chain of apartments in California. I can't remember the customer's name, so I'm going to refer to her as Margaret. No offense meant to any person, living or dead, who might be named Margaret is intended. Me. Hello, thank you for calling X. How can I help you? Margaret. Your internet at this hotel isn't working. You need to get it in gear, buddy. Me. Okay, I'll get right to it. Can you please tell me what hotel you are located at so I can work on that for you? Margaret. What? You aren't here in the building? Oh, for gosh. I'm name at the hotel name in city name. Me. Thank you, one moment while I pull up that hotel and check the networks there. Now I know you're thinking, this might be a tech support white lie, but it's not. We actually did have full remote access to the networks there at each location. I could pull up the hotel and show individual Wi-Fi routers and network traffic. If you had a wired room, I could tell if you plugged in your network cable. In the case of Wi-Fi, the routers were labeled so that I could see it listed as 3rd floor near room 321 or whatever. So while we didn't have a layout map of every individual hotel, the support people such as myself could make reasonable estimates about the layout and availability. Me. Okay, great. Thank you for your patience. I've got that hotel up here on my screen, and I'm just now checking connectivity to the networks. Now, are you trying to connect with the wired port in your room or with the Wi-Fi? Margaret. Listen, I'm wireless. Do you understand me? Me. Yes, ma'am. Margaret. I was saying I'm wireless now. Earlier today, before I came to town for this business trip, I went to Best Buy and got my laptop upgraded. I told them I wanted to be wireless. I have seen all those TV commercials about wireless, so I thought I would make my life easier to deal with, right? Me. Sure thing. Margaret. So I went into Best Buy and I told the techs I wanted to get this laptop to be able to do wireless. They took it and, well, I'm not certain exactly what they did, but they made it wireless. The technicians at Best Buy even showed me that my laptop was wireless. It was working perfectly at Best Buy. Now I'm here at your hotel and it's not working. You need to get your network fixed. Me. Okay, we can certainly take care of you with this issue. What operating system are you using? Margaret. Oh, no, you don't! Don't you even start to blame my computer for your problems! I just told you I went to Best Buy today and the technicians there helped me out. They installed wireless on my computer. I was there earlier today before I started my trip. They were able to get it working and everything was working great while I was at Best Buy, so don't you even try to blame my computer for this problem. It's not a problem with my computer. I went to Best Buy and it was working great when I left, and now I'm here at your hotel and it's not working, and you need to fix the networks here in the hotel. Me. Ma'am, I'm not trying to blame your computer for any issues. I am simply trying to begin the troubleshooting, and the first step is to determine the operating system of the computer you're trying to connect with. Margaret. There you go. You're blaming my computer already. I told you I went to Best Buy today. I went there to get wireless and they installed it on my computer. Does this hotel have wireless available or not? Me. Yes, ma'am. The hotel has wireless and Margaret. Then why isn't your system working right? Have you got it fixed yet? Look, I'm still unable to connect. You aren't doing anything, are you? Me. Ma'am, I'm trying to go through the standard troubleshooting procedures for helping customers get connected to the wireless. There are questions I have to ask about your location and computer to be able to determine where the problem, Margaret. There you go again! I told you! The problem is not with my computer! Listen to me. I went to Best Buy today because I wanted to get wireless on my computer. The technicians there helped me out. They installed wireless on my computer. I was there earlier today before I started my trip. They were able to get it working and everything was working great while I was at Best Buy. So don't you even try to blame my computer for this problem. It is not a problem with my computer. I went to Best Buy and it was working great when I left. Now I'm here at your hotel and it's not working and you need to fix the network here in the hotel. Not my computer. My computer is not the problem. Me. Yes, ma'am. I understand you went to Best Buy and it was working great there. I understand that you are not getting a connection. Margaret. It's not my computer. Me. Ma'am, hello. Yes, ma'am? I haven't said it was your computer. I'm trying to describe what is going on here and you keep interrupting. Margaret. Well, maybe you need to stop trying to describe the process and just fix the Wi-Fi at this hotel. I told you my computer is working. I went to Best Buy today. I went in there and told them that I wanted to have wireless on this computer because I have seen the commercials for it and it's supposed to be so damn simple. Why are you just sitting there trying to explain the process to me instead of just fixing the damn thing? Me. Ma'am, I would really like to get to troubleshooting this if you would please stop interrupting the process. Margaret. Fine. Me. Okay, from what I have listed here, you're at Hotel in City. Could you please give me your room number? Margaret. Why the heck would you need private information like that? I don't feel comfortable about giving you that info. That's not something you should be asking a lady that is at a hotel by herself. Me. I'm not even in the same state as you, so giving me your room number shouldn't be a problem. Reason I ask for room number is that I have access to all of the wireless access points in the building and can remotely tell which ones are running and in use as opposed to those that might be offline and needing service. Now, can I get your room number, please? Margaret. Can't you just fix the wireless thingies that are broken? Seems like that's what needs to be done here since my laptop is obviously not the problem. You see, it was working great earlier today when I went to Best Buy. I went to Best Buy today because I wanted to be wireless. The technicians were able to get my computer all set up and they even showed me that it was connecting wirelessly just fine while I was at the Best Buy. But now that I'm here, I'm not connecting, so it is obviously not my computer. You just need to fix whatever thingy here at the hotel is down. Why haven't you been listening? Fix the wireless. Me. Ma'am, I'd like to do that, but while we've been talking, I've been looking at each wireless point in the hotel and they are all actively running. I'm not showing any of them with any problems, so I can't just fix the bad one because there aren't any showing as bad. If you could give me your room number, then I could localize this issue and test the access points in your direct area of the building. Margaret. Okay, I'm on 3rd floor in room 319. Me. Okay, great. Thank you for that information. Let me pull up the specifics about that room. I'm showing that there is a wired port and... Margaret. You're not even listening to me. I am wireless. I don't need a wired connection. I went to Best Buy earlier today because I wanted to get my laptop changed so that it could run wirelessly. The technicians were very helpful. They did some stuff to my computer to make it work wirelessly. My laptop is wireless. If it was working great at Best Buy. Now I'm here and your network is not working. Me. Okay, I was just stating facts, but again, you interrupted me. I was saying that the room has both wired and wireless options. There is a wireless access point in the room next to yours. You should be getting a great signal. Margaret. Well, I'm not getting anything. You must be mistaken. There's nothing. This was working great at Best Buy, but now I'm not getting anything. So obviously that wireless thingy isn't working right. People can't connect. Me. Ma'am, I'm showing that there are 2 other guests connecting to the wireless that you should be able to connect to. I can see that they have both been connected for over 30 minutes and that they are currently passing traffic back and forth on the network. Margaret. Well, then why isn't it working for me? And do not try to tell me it's my computer. I went to Best Buy today specifically to get wireless installed on my laptop. The technicians were able to get it installed, and they even showed me that it was working great there at the store. I was also able to get online and everything. Me. Okay, I'm not trying to suggest that this is a problem or malfunction in your computer. You haven't given me any information about your computer setup yet, so I haven't even been able to diagnose where the problem is. Margaret. But I told you! I went to Best Buy! I asked the technicians to install wireless on this computer, and when I left it was working great! They assured me that I wouldn't have any problems. Me. Okay, but there are still issues. Even with a perfectly working computer, that could prevent you from being able to connect, such as if the wireless device on your computer is turned on or not. Margaret. It was working at Best Buy. Me. Yes, but it can be turned off. Just like anything else, it can be turned off and on. Margaret. Well, how can I tell if it's turned off? Me. That's why I asked you a while ago what operating system you are using. Is it Windows? Margaret. Yes, it's Windows, but it was working fine at Best Buy and I didn't turn anything off, so it shouldn't be off. So yeah, I went to Best Buy today specifically because I wanted to be wireless. The guys were installed Wi-Fi for me and showed me that it was working, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to be wireless. I didn't turn anything off after I left. It should be working great. Me. Okay, so let's see what we can find, shall we? If you could please, what do you have on your screen in the lower right-hand corner? Margaret. Lower right? Well, nothing, of course. I told you, the wireless here at the hotel is not working. Gosh, I wish you'd listen. Me. Okay, excuse me. Did you say there was nothing in the lower right-hand corner? Not even the time showing down there? Margaret. No, nothing. No clock or anything else. Me. Okay, do you have your normal screen showing? Such as, can you see the start menu in the bottom left-hand corner or any other corner? Margaret. No, there's nothing there. I told you, the network here is not working. This is working at Best Buy. I went there today to get a wireless installed. Me. Okay, it sounds like your laptop screen is blank. Is that correct? Margaret. Well, yes, I've been saying that this whole time. Your network is not working. Me. Okay then, let's try this. Can you please try pressing the power button on the laptop? Margaret. Okay, I pressed it. Can I let it go? Me. Yes, just press and release and tell me if any lights turn on or the screen changes. Margaret. Nothing happened. See, I told you it's not a problem with my computer. Your Wi-Fi is not working. Me. Great news, ma'am. I believe I've found the issue. Margaret. Finally! What is wrong with your network? Can you fix it? I need to get online and stop mucking about with you. Me. Ma'am, the issue at this point is that your battery is dead, discharged, and cannot power your laptop. So if you could just plug in your power cord. Margaret. You obviously have not been listening to me. Listen, I am wireless! I went to Best Buy today because I wanted to be wireless so I wouldn't have to mess with cords again. I went to Best Buy earlier today before I came to this hotel and told them that I wanted to be wireless. The technicians were able to set up my laptop so that I could be wireless. And when they were done, they showed me that I was connecting just fine. I paid them money to be wireless. My laptop is wireless. Haven't you been paying attention? Me. Ma'am, you are the one hitting the button that says power and nothing happens on your laptop. If you hit the power button and the laptop doesn't turn on, then it is a power issue. It needs electricity to run. Wireless only refers to the network connection. The laptop still needs power. Margaret. Okay then, smart guy. How come I was able to work wirelessly at the Best Buy? It was working great there. Me. Ma'am, laptops have a battery that allows them to operate for a short period of time without being connected to power. That battery only lasts about 2 to 4 hours before it needs a recharge. While the battery has a charge on it, you don't need to have any cords connected at all. But after that battery gets discharged, you do have to recharge the battery. This really isn't a problem. Just plug in your power cord and you'll be fine. Margaret, I told you I went to the Best Buy so I could be wireless. So obviously, since I intended to be wireless, I didn't bring that with me. Me. Okay, so because you are wireless, am I to understand that you did not even bring the power cord with you? You didn't bring any of the cords with you. Is that true? Margaret. Well, of course I didn't. Are you stupid? Why would I bring cords with me if I'm wireless? Me. Okay, that is going to be a problem then. The laptop will not turn on without power, so you're going to have to get a power source to recharge the laptop so it can connect. Margaret. Can't you just send one up from the front desk of the hotel? Me. No, that's very unlikely. Each brand and model of laptop uses a specific power connection, and it would be very unlikely that the hotel would have the exact one for your specific model of laptop. There are hundreds of possible types. Margaret. Well, okay, so I'll just go get another set of batteries. Gosh. So, what does this laptop need? Like D cells or something? How many should I get? I should be able to power me through the weekend? Me. No, ma'am. You can't just use D cells. The batteries that go into laptops are very particular. Your best bet is to go to the nearest Best Buy to see if they can sell you a new power cord, if they have one. Margaret. Why get a new cord? I already have one at home. Can't I just get a new battery from Best Buy? Me. No, ma'am. When you get a battery over the counter at places such as Best Buy, they do not come with a charge on them. You usually have to charge them up for 6 hours or more before they are usable for the first time. You need to ask them for a charger for your laptop specifically. Blech. There was probably a bit more discussion on the matter. Once I had her convinced that the battery was the issue, it de-escalated in a hurry. She also stopped trying to retell me the Best Buy story. Yes, I realized that I wrote it over and over in this post, but honestly, she did tell me the whole story over and over again. I wanted to be true to the original. I attest that this is true and accurate to the best of my recollection. Yes, this really happened. Okay, I totally believe this story happened. As somebody that has worked in tech support for about 8 years, yes, I believe this. Oh my god. I've had calls from people who could not even find the start menu. I know you guys have heard me complain about this many times before, but there are multiple people that could not even find the start menu and then would turn around and try to tell me how to do my job, how to troubleshoot the issue. Excuse me, bitch? No. I had one person call me because their internet was down and wanted me to connect to their system to shut everything down. I'm sorry, what? I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. So you said you have no power at the store. That's correct, they say. So I look at the router. I can't see the router. So obviously they're correct. Their store is down. They're like, yeah, I need you to connect to my store and shut everything down before like the battery backup loses all power and all that. I'm like, well, it appears it already has because I can't see your router, can't see nothing. So I can't, without internet especially, how do you expect me to remotely connect to your store to do things? Do you think we have magical powers? I fucking wish I did. Oh wait, I mean I do, because I'm a fairy, right? Choosing Beggar wanted me to deliver free puppy on the bus. Posted by user Wayward Latina. Recently, I placed an ad on Craigslist where I was about to surrender my 4-month-old terrier mixed puppy that was given to me by an ill family friend. He was hospitalized and his situation complicated. I contacted him to see if he or someone in his family could take the puppy back, and they said no. Currently, I am convalescing and live with a disability, and the landlord is trying to charge me fees for the puppy. The choosing beggar contacts me expressing interest in the puppy. I contacted him a few days later, tell him that I am giving her away and not trying to profit. He tells me he just bought a house on the far side of town. Choosing Beggar confesses that he is about to pay $500 for a year-old GSD on Craigslist, but the deal fell through. Choosing Beggar wanted a real puppy for his young kids, not an adult dog. His kids bought a 50-pound bag of dog food with their allowance money and were disappointed when I did not reply right away. I did not immediately notice his message. As we got to talking, he told me he and his wife were going to take a vacay next spring to get the AKC Pit Terrier in LA for over $4,000, and he could not believe it. I told him that's standard out that way and that Las Vegas has a big pit culture where rescues and training abound for them. He sounded excited and asked me to hook him up, but told him to run a web search as I have been away for a long time. When we arrange a meeting, he initially tells me he can come to my place with his kids after picking them up from school. Later on, he tells me that the kiddos have homework that will take about 90 minutes to help them complete. I said okay and could wait for him. Then he asked me if I could drop off the puppy to him or if we could meet another day. I told him my car broke down and cannot travel far on public transit and that the next day I was going to be in a doctor's appointment all day. He told me where he lives, which is more than 30 minutes away driving in rush hour traffic, which did not sound appealing to him. Even if I wanted to travel that far on the bus, the trip is at least 2 hours on the bus, and later I would have to call a cab to get to his house as his neighborhood is not readily bus accessible. I used to work in his neck of the woods, and that's really inconsiderate that he'd place a woman in a border town in that predicament at night for his convenience. So Choosing Beggar claims to be willing to spend big money for a big family dog, yet stands me up when I was unable to accommodate him, though I was giving away a puppy worth hundreds at least for free? In the end, I am happy he stood me up because I had a breakdown and realized that in spite of my situation, I could not part with my puppy. I already have bonded with her, and that's that. My landlord will have to make payment arrangements so I can pay their fee, and the puppers will have to understand that I'm no athlete and can't play with her all day long. The hours pass, and at 8 p.m., I realize he stood me up and would never come. Oh, let's look at this picture of this doggo here. Oh, he's so cute. Or she's so cute. Oh my God. Like at the minute I saw this picture, I had tears in my eyes. I want a doggy. I want a doggy so bad. But for real, dude, you dodged a bullet. That puppy dodged a bullet because it probably would not have been taken care of. If he couldn't even get his shit together long enough to just drive over to you to pick up the puppy, he did not deserve that puppy. Does not. And I'm so glad the puppy's staying with you, OP. And I really hope that in some posts in the future, we will see some added doggo pictures because, oh, what a cute little doggo. Oh, you pupper, you're so cute. The Mad Manager, posted by user Kenzie, I'm gonna guess. I was in the office with one of my managers. He started complaining about how only a few people in our department donated towards this work-related event. He started talking shit about employees and stating that because they didn't donate, it made him look like a bad manager. He stated we were one of the larger departments and how awful the employees were for making him and our department look bad. I pointed out that we may be one of the larger departments, but we are the lowest paid and 90% of our staff have families and it wasn't an obligation for them to put money toward it. He went on and on about it. I asked if he had donated towards it. No, he hadn't, he said, that he wasn't obligated to and that he's trying to save money for a trip for him and his wife that they want to take. He was just hoping that the rest of us would raise the most, and he would be the one to accept the recognition and praise for our department. He also said that he was hoping that if we had, there would have been some kind of cash prize he could put towards said trip. Ugh, what a gross boss. What a piece of shit. Like seriously, I would have secretly started recording him on my phone and bring it right to his boss. That's fucked. That's disgusting that he would talk about his staff like that, knowing that they're underpaid. And yeah, he is a choosing beggar because he didn't give anything to this. He didn't give anything to any of it, and he's expecting to get rewarded. So, fuck this manager. He's a dick. Lady only wants cash for help. Posted by user Zodep. My son goes to a co-op preschool that rents space from a church. After dropping him off one day, a lady pulls up in the parking lot and takes up a handicap space and a walkway. She's crying behind the wheel and is asking for help. Crazy lady. My son hasn't been paying rent with my money and I have to go live with my sister. Everything I own is in this car. Me. Okay, no one is in the church right now because it's a preschool during the day. Crazy lady. I need money to fill up my tank, get food, and I need it now. I have to drive to a city that's 2 hours away before it's dark. Do you have any cash? Me. I don't carry cash. Crazy lady. Nobody does. Nobody wants to help anybody. Who are these people in the church? Me. Those are people working for the co-op. Would you like a hug? Sounds like you've had a rough day. Crazy lady. I need money. Nobody wants to help. Me. Did you try the church across the field? Crazy lady. They are talking about it. They just won't help anyone. My car is almost out of gas. I need money. Me. I don't carry cash. I can take you to a gas station and fill up your car and get you lunch nearby at the store. Crazy lady. Nobody wants to help anybody. I need money so I can go live with my sister in a town that's two hours away and I need to get there before it's dark. Me. I've offered to give you food and gas, but I don't carry cash. Crazy lady. I'm going back to the other church. Nobody wants to help anybody. I grew up in a small Alaskan village where we all looked out for each other and probably offer help too often. This was just a really weird situation. I felt like it was one of my few encounters with a choosy beggar, or a scammer. I'm not sure, but I'm leaning towards the latter. My apologies for any grammar issues. Have a wonderful night. TLDR. Lady was probably just trying to scam me for money, and she made up a story for sympathy. Yeah, that sounds like a scam. Somebody who keeps repeatedly saying, nobody wants to help me, after you repeatedly offer your help is clearly trying to scam you. I'm sorry. Alright, my dudes, and the last story of the day is called The Free Ride Stops Now, Choosing Beggar Friend. Posted by user MikeyPX96. I have this friend who I've known for years, and when we do hang out, we have a great time. We don't really text much, and lately it seems like he just texts or calls when he needs something, leading me to ignore them sometimes. He's had a bad year getting married/divorced, moving around a lot, and getting in trouble legally with a girlfriend. He just moved back home with no money for a car. He called me one day out of the blue asking a favor to drive him to a counseling place in a city 14 miles away, 28 miles per trip. Not just once, but to several appointments. He assures me that he'll pay gas money and that I need to pick him up as soon as we get off the phone. I hang up and hurry down there to pick him up. When we arrive at the place, he finds out that the person he needs to see isn't even available. So they set him up with an appointment for a different day. I drop him off and never receive gas money. To be clear, I'm completely fine doing a favor for a friend 1 to 2 times. But after that, I start to feel taken advantage of, especially friends that don't reciprocate. Come next week, I get up early and pick him up at his house on the morning of the appointment. I drive 14 miles to the destination, and he walks into the building and finds out today is the wrong day for the appointment. He read the appointment card wrong. He apologizes, and I'm totally stunned and a little angry. On the way home, he asks me to stop at the liquor store so he can buy a 6-pack. Still no gas money. I shouldn't have to beg for it considering he offered over the phone. He had the idea for him, me, and another friend to get together for my birthday in a few days, so I thought maybe he'd make it up with pizza and a drink. A few days later, we're hanging out, and he actually asks me to chip in $7 for the pizza. I tell him I didn't bring cash. He doesn't take the hint and says, "That's okay, you can go to an ATM on the way to the pizza place." This time I explain, "I've been driving you to the city for free. I think you owe me." He gives in and pays for the pizza. Later on, we all went to the bar and he did pay for one of my drinks as well. He has another appointment tomorrow and asks if I'd still be willing to drive him. I say that I can, as long as I can get $10 for gas money. At 55 cents a mile, it comes to about $7.70 plus a little extras for having to sit through the appointment. He responds, I can see if I can spot you. Which doesn't sound promising at all. He also makes it sound like he's doing me a favor by spotting me the cash. I ignored that message and probably will just sleep in tomorrow unless he can assure me that he has gas money. Yeah. There's a lot of people that seem to think that, doing a favor repeatedly over and over and over should never go uncontested. Or should always go uncontested. I can't form words today. I'm so tired. But good news, I have a bit of a paying job to go to today. I'm gonna go fix some computery stuff, so that's a plus. And then who knows? Maybe I will convince the guy to just hire me on as their in-house tech support. You never know. Wish me luck, my dudes. If you like this video, smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell notification icon. Otherwise, YouTube will not tell you when I have new videos out, my dudes, and that would be just a tragedy. So as always, the links to these stories will be in the description, so head your asses over to Reddit and show those posters some love with some upvotes because you know they deserve it. And submit your stories, my dudes. All my social medias are in the description, so if you want to submit stories, you have multiple ways to do so. So my dudes, this is it for the week. I hope you all have an amazing weekend, and let me know in the comments. What are you doing this weekend? I want to know. Until next time, you guys stay freaking awesome, and I will see you on Monday.